Hello everyone. Your encouragement for today comes from Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13. I'll be reading from the English Standard Version. And the Bible says this: I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Paul, in writing this letter to the Philippian believers, wanted them to understand a certain thing. And the thing that he wanted them to understand is that, first of all, we live in a world that suggests that we can do things by ourselves. Whatever successes we need, whatever victories we need, all we have to do is just put our minds to it and we can accomplish it. That was the prevailing thought back then, and as we operate in the 21st century, that is still the prevailing thought. Many philosophies and religious movements that suggest that it is possible for us to accomplish things on our own. Independence and self-reliance. We don't need anyone or anything for us to do it. All we have to do is just work hard and put our minds to it. No matter what it is, whether you want money or you want a house or you want a nice car, you want a good education, you just work hard and you will get these things. But Paul is speaking from the standpoint of reliance not on self, but reliance on a higher power. And in this particular case, he says that we can do things through him, meaning through Christ. That's what Paul is here saying to the Philippians at the time, and by extension to us as well. We can do anything, we can accomplish anything as long as we put ourselves in God's hands. Not just some things, not just a few things. Paul says we can do all things as long as it is in line with God's will and God's way. Paul says we can do all things. We serve a God who is omnipotent and omniscient and omnipresent. We serve a God who is all wise, all powerful, and ever present with us. And because of that, this God that is without limit, this God that is able to do anything, because of this God, and because we're part of his kingdom, we can do things as we put ourselves and our lives in his hands. Remember to continue to stay encouraged in the Lord, and to go read Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13 once again, and think about the goodness of God towards us. God bless you. And remember, only what you do for Christ will last.